in the Equifax debacle here, a lot of Americans are concerned because they aren't customers of Equifax. They might not have ever even heard the name Equifax, but they're the product. What can consumers do to protect themselves?
You just phrased it exactly right. We are the product. We are not the customer. These companies have built their business models over many years by having our information, and that information is valuable, and they both buy and sell it. At the same time, they have to keep it secure, and we've seen a very botched situation here and a botched response by Equifax, and they're going to have to be subject to ongoing monitoring, which they're not used to, but they should welcome.
What do regulators want to do? They want to make sure there's an in-house watchdog, an in-house regulator for these credit bureaux?
We think that's very important. We think, frankly, we don't have the right legal framework in place here, and I think we're going to all need to work with Congress to make sure that that is improved. But the CFPB, the Consumer Bureau, does have the authority to go in and do preventive work. We don't have as much authority as we should have, but we have some authority.
So what I'm hearing from you is more scrutiny and more accountability of the financial system, but we are in an era of a new administration that is laser focused on deregulation. How is that going to work with this new area of deregulation at a time when consumers are very concerned about their information?
Yeah, I think it doesn't work to deregulate around cybersecurity. Nobody in the public is going to accept that. We have to have more accountability, not less, over the safety of our information and the privacy of our information. We're going to need to work with Congress, and the administration is going to need to work with Congress to get the right framework in place. And I don't think you're going to see people wanting to deregulate anything about this. I think they're going to want accountability, and I think the public is going to demand it.
So I've been recommending to consumers that they get a credit freeze at all the three major credit bureau. I have been unable to do that myself, and I'm a financial reporter. Do you have a credit freeze on your accounts, and what are you recommending to people?
I have had one before. My wife and I are talking about this in this situation, but I'll tell you, it needs to be easy for members of the public to protect their own information by getting a credit freeze. It shouldn't be something where you have to wade through the phone tree at 3 different companies. We think that the big companies are going to need to be able to make credit freezes readily available. We think consumers should have more control over being able to turn those on and off as they're ready to do so, and not have to work through some big bureaucratic maze that's often designed to defeat them from accomplishing that purpose.